Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a good one tonight. We're going to learn two things. Oh. This was a viewer requested video. He asked a really good question. And the question he asked was, the slot in the key on the flywheel, the magnets or whatever, do they make a change in timing? I thought it was a really good question. And this is how we started out with it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got a good one today. This is a viewer requested video. And he asked me a question if I could see if I could capture. He was saying that the flywheel or the magnet's got a lot of slop in it with the key. If I could catch where the spark is coming before, I'm assuming before or after top dead center, or what's the timing difference. And literally I'm going, well, that's a real good idea. And I sit there saying to myself, well, there's not a whole bunch of slack in these things, I don't think. Never really paid it any attention. Wow. So here's what I'm going on about here. What I'm going to do is I took a piston and I cut it down to a point. I'm going to run a wire, and I got an insulated wire right here, right down to there. And as this thing reaches top dead center, hopefully we're going to capture it right there. To make this more of a correct test, I guess you could say, or I mean, we're going to be finding some stuff out here. I got a brand new ignition system coming in from the new bike I'm building, and we're going to use this. It's one of the high energy, high performance, whatever. And we're going to be putting the coil and everything in. It'll be new. And I'll be spinning it from over here, because on this particular, this is the YD100 case. I super glued this down. I was going to JB weld it, but I want to get it up later on. So I just put a few dabs of super glue in it. So this is not going to go anywhere. The piston, like I said, is modified. But I'm going to drive it from right here. Put this on 1 so it has a constant speed, and that's going to be important too. And we're going to see if we can't capture that on video. I think this is going to be cool. So it was a really good idea. I'm glad he shouted out to me on it, and it's very interesting because I really don't know what the outcome is going to be. So let's get all the electronics on it and get started on this. This is going to be pretty cool. And by the way, if you ever have a roll of Teflon tape, don't throw that outer white piece away. Cut it to distance around that. Perfect every time. Perfect. You can see I had to reclamp it because the first time using the high performance ignition that you buy or whatever didn't produce, every time I tried to rev it up, what have you, this cable vibrated and everything, so I had to reclamp it on this cable over here. And this, like I said, the high performance ignition that you buy did not produce spark at low RPM. So I couldn't capture it on video because I had to rev it up so high. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I need to do something here because I don't own a slow-mo camera. And that's like thousands of dollars. And I'm lucky to afford what I got. So I got to thinking, I got that BBR stage, whatever. They claim that it will produce spark at low RPM. Alright, I got it clamped up here now. It's nice, a lot more stable. I made a run with the flywheel all the way this way. We're going to loosen it up and we're going to set it where it's all the way this way. So this is me setting the timing all the way, not setting the timing, but setting the actual magnet all the way to counterclockwise or the left, locking it down. Giving it a test and videoing all the results of that. All the way that way if I can get this tight. Outstanding. Alright. Let's see if we can capture it again. This BBR thing does put out a little more voltage at lower RPMs, and that's kind of what I needed right now. And then you see me setting it on clockwise all the way to the right, the slop, in the keyway, and then giving that a test. And it was really, really hard. I did everything I could in video editing and everything else, but unfortunately, y'all don't think that's true, do you? Alright. Here's the test in counterclockwise rotation with it all the way to the left. all the way clockwise to the right. I'm not going to comment on what you see. You send me a comment. You tell me what you see. I thought this was a really great idea. This was from this guy. And it was very good. It took over 30 hours of me trying to get this done, and the editing and everything else. And we finally got it. And I was kind of, because I always just put it on and lock it down. Seriously. You leave me a comment which you think would be the best position for this. I have my ideas about it, but I want to hear your ideas about it. And not only that though, we got some stuff here. We got an intake, we got this and everything for this scoop. I can build this lightweight one. The one that I'm building that's got the tubes in the frame and all that, yeah, it's going to take a long time because it's going to get a Husky Barner jug and all that. And you also got to remember that I kind of want another bike here for when people come ride, group rides. I have it extra. we're going to do the test on this bike with the stock pipe and then with that pipe there, but I really can't do anything with it until I actually get the motor in there. The forks and the motor should be in earlier this week, so I'll be getting a video on that, setting that up, cutting it up, and positioning it. The geometry is going to stay the same. But we got some, I bought some of these from Bike Tire, and they're aggressive tires. And we got a hub adapter, we got the 415 chain, which comes with free lube, and we got an intake, and this is a clutch mechanism for the Cranbrook back there. And I've got a question to ask y'all about that. This, and let me get this out here right quick. This video is getting long enough, but this is a good question. This bracket right here that holds the pin, and actually this is a nice looking unit right here. I was wondering if I could go ahead and TIG weld that rod to this, so it will never come out, because I know that this is the second time this has happened with that. That guy sold that guy a bill of goods, and that motor is just total junk. Anyway, I digress. And you'll still be able to change bearings. You'll still be able to take it off. You'll still be able to clean it up, even with it TIG welded on. So that's a question I'm asking. L.A. Hubbard did a thing about the same thing that's happened to that one. I'm asking you too. Would that work? Okay. Now, there's a video I got coming up, I hope, on that bike right there. It looks dirty, nasty. We did 20 miles yesterday in some absolutely horrible trails, some of them, not all of them. Cane fields, back behind the levee and everything else, and that little engine in that bike has heart. Not designed for that, it's designed for road work, but the one I'm building, I got a triple tree coming for it, everything else. I'm building an actual trail bike, but that thing has heart, I'm going to tell you right now. So please leave me a comment, tell me what you think about the results. That's what I really want. Because that comment came from a viewer requested video, which was really good. It really was. And you learn so much from the people that look at your videos and leave comments. Just like L.A. Hubbard, I watch his videos, I learn a lot. I'm going to talk about some other channels here. I want to give a shout out to channel 2, Little Evil. Great channel. Cameron, and I'm probably going to mess this up, Cameron Chung, good channel. Johnny's Motorized Bikes. Get that YG 100 running good. I'm coming up with that. It's Only a Hobby. That's a good channel. L.A. Hubbard, naturally, great channel. James Pacone, good channel. He's got a beautiful place to ride. I'm jealous. What are some of the other channels? I can't think of it. You get old that happens. But anyway. I'm trying to think now. But anyway. Please comment, hit like and subscribe if you want to. This was absolutely a great idea this man come up with, young man, old man, whatever. It was a great idea. It really was. And I caught the devil trying to get it on video. I kind of think I did. Y'all let me know. I had no idea there was that much slop in it. I just put it on and tightened it up. I learned a bunch right now. I learned about the BBR stage, whatever. It does make spark at lower RPMs. That's the only reason I could get what I got. So this is no shout out to them or anything like that, but it's just it was fact. And other than that, yeah, it was good go.